What is up, YouTube? HPJ here, and I'm coming at you guys today because we're going to be taking a look at some more Harpie Lady news for Rush Duel. The infamous signature move for the Harpie Lady sisters is going to be included in God Wings Breath. That is the set new Rush Duel series in the LCG, featuring the ton of new Harpie support cards um, for the Harpie archetype and their outstanding, amazing setups for the Go series. So yeah, there is a ton of big changes actually for Triangle Ecstasy, and I cannot wait to share this with you. So actually, before we share anything else, let's talk about Triangle Ecstasy Spark. So Triangle Ecstasy Spark is the signature attack of the Harpie Lady sisters. As you see here, it features three of them in the card's artwork, combining their forces to exterminate their opponents. Fun fact, the Triangle Ecstasy Spark has actually been featured in another card, and that is Ojama Delta Hurricane. For the history of the Harpies is, of course, they're monsters who prey on other monsters and feed on them and sport them for, the glory of it. And the Harpies hunting ground, I believe, is probably Ojama Country. And in Harpies hunting grounds artwork, you see Harpie Lady 1 trying to take out the Ojama. I think in Ojama Delta Hurricane, it's them joining forces together to reflect Triangle Ecstasy Spark back at the Harpie Lady system. We don't know the exact outcome of it, but that is something to note there. In the English dub of the Yu-Gi-Oh series, Triangle Ecstasy Spark has a different name. It is called Exterminator Attack because ecstasy is actually a drug, so they didn't want to promote that. So instead, they decided to call it Exterminator Attack. And funny enough, that's the only time you ever see Triangle Ecstasy Spark used in the anime. There is no other indications of it being used. There's no card of it being played anime, and for the most part, it's relatively just relegated to the official card game in which you've seen it played with Harpie Lady decks, which is very rare because sadly enough, the effects of Triangle SC Spark aren't really that useful because you have to actually use Harpie Lady, which is what we're going to go into now, talking about the effects themselves. So for Yu-Gi-Oh! Rush Duel, Triangle Ecstasy Spark is still a normal spell, and it requires you to have a face-up Harpie Ladies, which is the term for the Harpie Lady sisters for Rush Duel. In addition to that, the effects of the card is if you use three face-up when monsters you control, they gain 600 attack until the end of the turn. Your opponent cannot activate trap cards turn, so it's homage to the original card's effect, which I have right here. Triangle Ecstasy Spark, which is its name still in GC. Until the end of the turn, the attack of all Harpie Lady sisters you currently control becomes 2700. Your opponent cannot activate any trap cards. Also negate your opponent's trap cards effects on the field. So any trap cards that are on the field are negated. Any trap cards that your opponent would activate cannot be activated. And the attack of all Harpie Lady sisters on the field is going to become 2700. So the original base attack of Harpie Lady sisters is 1950. With this boost, they're getting about 700 attack to make them all around 2700. What is the big ups to this? I believe it's homage to the Yu-Gi-Oh anime and manga, where Harpie Lady gets all of these different buffs from all the cards that Cyber Shield, Electro Whip in the manga, Rose Whip in the anime. The Shadow of Eyes, which actually doesn't give any attack bonus, but is still a Harpie card itself. It doesn't have any Harpie except for the eyes of it is Harpie Lady's eyes itself. Um, Hints at the gimmick of what it does in the anime and manga, where it tries to lure your opponent's male monsters into attacking your Harpie Ladies. The gimmick that Mai uses that she advised to force Yugi's monsters to attack her monsters while Mirror Wall was in play, cutting their attack in half and then having the Harpie Ladies retaliate for counterattack. Now, it is something to note that, yeah, that is the only time we ever see Triangle Ecstasy Spark used in the anime and manga. with the duel between Yu Mai. I believe even the image of this card is coming out of that actual chapter in which Yugi and Mai are dueling and their semifinals match in Duelist Kingdom, which is probably one of the most iconic duels Mai has had. That her duel with Merrick and her duels. Also, I think her duels in Leviathan arc against Joey because that was just being spewed out. Those two duels. But yeah, it is awesome to see Triangle Ecstasy Spark being seen. The only thing that I mean, we do have to talk about the clarification of things that are going on. You know, it doesn't say Harpie Lady SIsters, of course, because the Harpie Lady are the Harpie Lady SIsters. They're just the ones, and now they're level 5 win attribute, win can be sponsored 2100%. So they're just buffed up Harpie Ladies. And then in addition to that, um, because of how Rush Duel works, when you maximum summon, you can maximum summon all ladies, and then they're going to gain the buff from Triangle X on top of the buff that they're already going to give from each other because of their own effects. I believe the Harpie Ladies, the middle card, does the maximum summon, gives them additional buff, and it has a way to buff their attack and then burn ID by returning monsters to the hand. Hold on, because I have the page up. Yeah, you shuffle 2 when these monsters back into your deck. You target one face-up monster you control and then gain 100 attack until the end of turn. And then if it was maximum summon, you can inflict 500 points of damage to. Yeah, that is the middle Harpie Ladies. That's the Harpie Lady 1 uh, represented monster. So like I said, it's really cool to see y'all. Um, while here in the TCG, it's just a big buff to Harpie Lady SIsters. And because remember, until Perfumer and Oracle, there was no way to search for the card. And I think how Rush Duel itself is working, where you draw until you have 5 cards in your hand each turn. This isn't going to be too much of a problem. I know they have like their own pot of avarice. I mean, their own pot of greed, and they even have pot of greed legal in the game itself. So, but they don't have too much problems with drawing into it and making sure they have it access. With all the other additional cards that they're getting Harpies, this is kind of just the coup de grace, just attack power and your opponent can't play any traps, which is still good because that slows down any repercussions of things that you'd have to deal with opponent in terms of dealing with all the shenanigans that you'll have to deal with from your. But yeah, I'm very excited about this, and I think this is really pushing to it. My only issue that I will say is that I kind of wish that we were getting a lot of this Harpie SIsters retrain stuff for actual card game and not for Rush Duel. Maybe this will be an insight to what's to come later on. Maybe they'll finally do give us a retrain for the TCG and OCG of Harpie Lady. We'll finally want to play Triangle Ecstasy Spark in our deck to give the additional. But we'll just have to wait and see. But I cannot wait for it. It's gonna be. And just for those that are clarifying clarification, yes, hold on. Yes, we all know about the artwork change. As you all know, in TCG, they had to cover up the Harpie Lady SIsters by reducing their breast sizes and jumpsuits, while they're using the OCG artwork of the original Harpie Lady, which they don't have anything covered up. Funny enough, it's funny though that we see this because remember, the Harpie Lady SIsters card is them wearing the golden cyber shields, as they're not wearing the golden cyber shields in the artwork, which means they're just a representation of Harpie Ladies 3 instead of them being representations of Harpie Ladies themselves, because they would be golden cyber shields. Which is also a fun fact to note there. They are not golden cyber shields till they become Harpie Lady SIsters, while Cyber Harpie Lady or Harpie Lady while she's equipped with Cyber Shield, the Cyber Shield purple. And then I think they changed that up for Harpie's full dress in Rush Duel by giving them the golden cybers. Yeah, that is a thing. But yeah, that's the information and stuff I wanted to give on Triangle Ecstasy Spark, and it's cool. Let me know in the comment section what you guys think about this inclusion of Triangle Ecstasy Spark, and what do you guys hope to see maybe come out in BCG, OCG, they do decide to revamp Harpie Lady SIsters. A lot of things still up in the air, but hopefully it does eventually come. So, with that said and done, I'm going to wrap up the video here and let me know what you guys think of everything. Oh, don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe to the channel as it helps me out. You hit the notification bell to be informed of when I upload more content. My social media links are in the description box below, and if you guys would like to catch me live, you can on twitch.tv/HarpiePlayerJoe. So with that said and done, thanks everybody for watching. I really do appreciate it, and I will catch you next time. HBJ signing out. Take care.